In this video, I want to talk about which Titans to level in Hero Wars Mobile.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central, and in today's video, I thought that I would kind of cover which Titans to level first on Hero Wars Mobile. Now, for those of you that aren't aware, in about 12 hours, we have a Titan Soulstone event, Gift of the Elements here on Hero Wars Mobile. One of the best events in all of Hero Wars Mobile. Highly recommend investing resources into this event. Keep in mind, there is a Halloween event still coming, but Gift of the Elements is one of the, if not the biggest event on all of Hero Wars Mobile, unless of course you have all maxed out Titans. But in today's video, I kind of wanted to do a quick talk about the different Titans that you should be leveling and why. But if you are interested in learning more about Gift of the Elements and how many soul stones you need for each Titan and how many chests you get for each task during Gift of the Elements, I did already do a video about the event. It's about a 10-minute long video. It takes a deep dive into the event. I have it listed, I have it shown on screen now, and I'll have it linked at the end of this video. So I really want you guys to check that out. But today's video is not about Gift of the Elements and you know how many chests you get and all of that. Today's video is about the Titans themselves. So quickly, let's cover the three different elements. We have Fire, and Fire Titans have high attack power and low health. They rely on using superior damage. And we have Earth, and the Earth Titans have high health and low attack power, kind of a converse there. Earth Titans rely on high health and absorbing damage to outlast their enemies. And then finally, Water Titans. This element has medium health and medium attack power. Water Titans rely more on coordination and a balanced set of skills to bring down enemies. So let's make the assumption, and I know that this isn't going to be fair to all of you, but let's make the assumption that you have every Titan summoned and that they're all at the same star level, because, you know, the higher the star level, the more powerful the Titans are. That's going to skew which Titans you should be leveling. But for those of you that are looking for a more general purpose guide, what you want to do is you want to make sure that your 3 tanks and your 3 super titans are where you're investing your energy and your efforts. More specifically, the tanks that you want to invest in the most are Angus and Sigurd. Let me explain why. Angus, his ultimate ability, allows for strong area of effect damage, and it doesn't matter when you use it. So Angus is incredible on defense when you cannot control your Titan's actions. On offense, when you can control when your when your Titans use their abilities, Sigurd is the superior tank. You can trigger Sigurd's shield right when the opposing Araj uses their laser beam or, you know, any number of other abilities. So you want to level Sigurd and Angus for offense and defense in Guild Wars. From there, the Super Titans are the most important. You want to have those 3 Super Titans in just about every team: offense, defense, dungeon farming. Those 3 Super Titans are incredibly powerful. Okay, they all have 2 abilities instead of 1. And in fact, Hyperion, the Super Titan of Water, is kind of unique, and in fact, he has the only heal. Okay, he targets the enemy backline and has the only heal of all Titans in the game. So Hyperion is a strong Titan to get first if you are, you know, chasing one of the Super Titans over any of the others. So 3 Super Titans. I've already mentioned 2 tanks, and then you also want to grab Nova, who's a water elemental marksman, and Ignis, who is the fire elemental support. Now, Ignis is really strong on offense. Okay, Ignis, the Punishing Flame, the Fire Support Titan, he increases team damage output significantly with his ability. Okay, very useful in the dungeon to clear the dungeon fight before the enemy team does too much damage to your team. Exceptional in all Guild War attack lineups. Not as useful on defense. Okay, and a trade-off for him on defense would be Nova. Now, Nova, the Water Elemental Marksman Titan, is unique in that she attacks and stuns the enemy's back line. And with most teams, most Titan teams are going to be using that 3 Super Titan lineup. She's often going to do a pretty considerable amount of stuns to those 3 Super Titans in the back, which is going to prevent damage, which is going to prevent them from healing. Very strong Titan, excellent in defense and on offense. So just as a kind of a recap to wrap this all in a nice little bow. Whenever you're deciding which Titans to level for your Titan team on Guild Wars and in the dungeon, you want to focus on those tanks, and indeed focus more on Sigurd and Angus, the Water and Earth Titan Elemental. The 3 Super Titans, those are the bread and butter of every Titan Guild War team, and then Nova and Ignis. Now the other Titans are good and they are helpful, and you want to keep them kind of leveled up a little bit because of the dungeon, and maybe you might need them for specific circumstances in Guild Wars. I'm not sure what and why, but if you generally keep Sigurd and Angus and the 3 Super Titans 10 to 15 levels above your Nova and Ignis, so Angus, Sigurd, and the 3 supers at, let's say, level 100, and your Moloch, who's the Fire Titan tank, keep him 10 to 15 levels back. So if your others are at level 100, then keep him around like 85, and then your Nova and your Ignis, keep them 10 to 15 levels back as well, around 85, and then the rest of the Titans that you have, the I don't know, the Mari, the Glacial Tide, the Water Support element, and the Avalon, Soul of the Forest, Earth Support, those other Titans, those other 3 to 4 Titans, don't worry about leveling those guys up at all. Maybe keep them, within 40 or 50 levels, because, having them having a decent amount of XP into them will help you in the dungeon. It definitely will not help you in Guild Wars. So keep those 2 tanks and the 3 Super Titans 10 to 15 levels higher than your next tier of Titans, which is going to be that Ignis, Nova, and Moloch, and then behind them, another 40 to 50 levels behind them, is the rest of your Titan team. Now, I know that this doesn't sound correct. It sounds a little wonky, but this is, generally speaking, the best route, the most efficient route to having a strong Titan team on Hero Wars Mobile. Like I mentioned earlier, I did do that Gift of the Elements guide. I've also have a great Dungeon 101 guide, how to farm in the dungeon, for new players, that you should check out. It's not the most advanced guide, but it is, in my opinion, it is pretty helpful in explaining how the dungeon works and how the different levels work. So check that out. But tonight, guys, in about 12 hours, Gift of the Elements on Hero Wars Mobile. It's going to be fantastic. Before that event happens, though, here are those 2 videos that I suggested. Please go watch them. They're going to be extremely helpful. There are also a ton of other great Titan videos on my YouTube channel that are worth checking out. But please check out these 2 videos. They're going to be extremely helpful. I will see you in those videos, in the comment section of those videos. But I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.